Hello everyone, welcome to another tier list video. So, as you read from the title, today I'm gonna be doing another tier list, this time ranking all the games that I have. Because if you're an average hardcore gamer, you will be like, what? How can you rank all the games that you have? Don't you have like 7 billion games? No, I actually have like 40. Which, yeah, before you call me a fake gamer and before you say that I failed society for not having at least 150 games, just keep in mind that I don't care. I don't need to have a billion games to have fun. Cause I don't get bored of games that easily. Yeah. So today we're just gonna rank them all the games that I have from tiers from SSS to F. Obviously, just like every single tier list. The reason I'm doing this is because one, I think because I don't have many games, it was a good like video to make just ranking them because it wouldn't take 7 years because I don't have that many of them. And two, tier lists get a lot of views. And three, everyone's gonna hate me and it's gonna be funny. So yeah, just like with my Kingdom Rush tier lists, everyone fucking hated me after I made them, but I got a lot of views, so it was worth it. Plus, it's like impossible to offend me, so make sure you can just say whatever you want. But that's a joke. Please don't say like very bad, offensive stuff in my comments, okay? You can criticize me, but don't take it too far. Just saying. Okay, let's just jump right into the tier list. So here are the games. There's 45 of them, I think. These are all my games on PC, PS4, and PS3. And we're just gonna get down to ranking them. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So, oh, what a start! We got Among Us right at the beginning. And now, as much as I want to put it in the F tier because of the fucking meme, this is ranking the actual game. So I'm just gonna talk real quick about Among Us and how fucking boring it got. Really quickly, I got bored of it. Like way before the Among Us phase ended, I got bored of the game. It's just really fucking repetitive. Actually, just do task, get killed by the imposter. If you don't get killed by imposter, do another task. Then watch the imposter kill someone. It just got really repetitive, you know. But while it lasted, it was a pretty fun game, and it's free to play on phone, of course. On PC, it costs a little bit of money, but not a lot, like basically nothing. So you can just play with your friends. A really easy game to play with your friends, if you have them, of course, because I didn't. It was hard to get a bunch of people together. But yeah, I'm going to put it in the D tier because it's like below average. It's not the worst game ever. It's the worst meme of all time, but as a game, it's not the worst thing ever, but it's not good either, you know. Moving on, we got Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. I know all these images are badly cut, but fucking who cares? You can see what game it is. Uh, Clone Drone is actually a rather fun game, if you ask me. I think it's just a cool little game where you can break stuff. Uh, Not really much to it. It doesn't have like a really big story or anything. It's just a little thing. You can sit down and have some fun. Has a really good song actually. The music's pretty cool on the arena. The announcers are annoying, but you can just turn them off. There's still subtitles if you wanna read what they say. And yeah, overall think it's a fun game. Not much to it. Gonna put in the B tier. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot, straight up F tier. This game sucks. It's a pain to play. I didn't even finish this game. It's an absolute ass pain. I hate it It's garbage, it's stupid, it sucks, and I don't want to see it. Oh, GD. Well, we're probably gonna be here for a while because I need to explain to like 90% of my audience that I don't really like GD anymore. Cause, hear me out. Let's talk about the positives first. I think watching this game is really cool. Like, I don't know, just watching the freaking cube and the ship and the stuff fly around the screen is actually really entertaining. For me, at least. I don't know, my siblings say that it's weird. But, I don't know, I like watching GD levels. Second of all, the music is awesome. I mean, of course, there are shitty soundtracks. It's not. This game doesn't have an official soundtrack. The songs used in the levels are very good, most of them, and it just overall introduced me to some of my favorite artists right now, like Creo or basically Creo and basically all the other guys, mainly Creo, but all the other guys are awesome as well. It's not like they're bad. Cause yeah, that in that regard, it's a good game, and it can be fun sometimes. I guess there are some levels that can be fun, I guess. But now let's move on to why I don't like this game anymore, and it's because most of it is just not fun for me. I know like everyone's probably like freaking out for a crusade to get me right now, but I just don't have fun while playing GD anymore. It's just so tedious. It hurts my hand, my head, and my back when I'm playing it. It's such a chore to do. I recently beat a few medium demons. I already talked about this a little bit in the I'm Back video, and all of them were, well, horrible to play. It's just freaking like even the levels that I like called some of my favorites, like Buried Angel or some of the shitty levels. I'm actually getting kind of sick of them as well. Like I don't know, this game I'm just getting bored of it. It's so fucking annoying to play for me. Sorry, now everyone's already disliked the video, but whatever. It's just how I feel. I do not like GD anymore. I'm going to put it in the C tier, just like in the middle, because on the one hand, playing it is bad. On the other hand, it does have really good music, and watching it is really cool. So I can't put it like really low, but I can't put it really high as well. Goat Simulator. This game got boring fast. Cause like, of course, if you play it like at the beginning, you're gonna laugh your absolute ass off because of the goofy shit that happens. But it got boring really quickly, and I got very disappointed by it because my siblings bought all the DLCs and they played all of them for like a week, and then nothing. The game is just sitting there in the library on my PS4, crying in the corner because no one wants to play it anymore. Like, yeah, if you want to laugh, you should probably just watch like Jacksepticeye play this, because playing this for yourself, you're just gonna like play it a few times, get some good laughs, and then never play it again. I don't think it's worth the money. I don't remember how much this game cost actually. I don't know if it's really cheap, then forget what I said. You can buy it if you want. But yeah, it just got boring real fast. Henry Stickmin collection, S tier, easy. My God, I remember the old Henry Stickmin games. They were so fucking cool, so funny, so goofy, so dumb. So they were just awesome. They were like the best games ever made. Every time when I was just like sitting around doing nothing, and then into my head suddenly something from the one of the Henry Stickmin games popped into my head out of nowhere, and I was like, I'm gonna replay all what's it, all five of them, because completing the mission wasn't out at the time, obviously. And yeah, it was just so funny. Like I remember sitting down with my friends, and we were just laughing our absolute asses off at it. Like it's still funny. Like right now, you won't like laugh your absolute freaking, you won't burst from laughter anymore at it. Uh, but it's still funny, you know? And then completing the mission, that's where you're gonna burst from laughter, because that one is just, that one is the fucking best. It has so many endings, so many, so much stupid shit that you can laugh at. It's such a dumb game, but it's so good at the same time. I love it. If you haven't played any of the Henry Stickmin games, then who even are you? Like literally, who even are you, bro? Go play this game. It's worth it. 70s what? I don't know how many dollars that is. I'm not good with currencies. Next up we have the game that I just finished, but that was not my last video on it. I'm gonna do some more of the different game modes and maybe fucking around, because that's cool as well. On casual difficulty, walking around, shooting everything you see. It's really fun. Hitman 2. Very cool game. I like overall stealth in games. If it's done well, then I really like it, because of course there is some stupid stealth in games, such as like the older Uncharted games, where sometimes the enemies would just notice you for no reason. But if the stealth's done right, then I really, really enjoy doing stealth in games. And Hitman does it really well. The disguises, the different mission stories that you can do, the huge areas that you can explore. It's all super cool, you know? It also has a lot of replayability, because I replayed the first two missions like a billion times, and every time I do something new, like a new way to kill the target, find like a secret. There are a lot of little secrets, little references to stuff. It's really just a cool game to play, and the story is also pretty cool. I mean, it's not like the best developed story in the world, but it's a cool little story that you can get invested in, even though I kind of didn't understand a lot of stuff. So we're gonna put it in the A tier. It's a really good game. Next up, Hollow Knight. Now, I have a very like unpopular opinion on this game. I don't think it's hard. I think this game is not hard at all. And it's not like I'm a game master, because at GD I fucking suck. First person shooters, I fucking can't aim. Dude's standing like 2 feet from me and I can't hit him at all. And Hollow Knight, for some reason, I have no trouble playing this game whatsoever. I don't know, I don't think this game is hard. Like, bro, I'm not good at video games, so if I say that a game is not hard, then it's just not hard. Yeah. And I think this game is very enjoyable. At least I really enjoyed fighting all the bosses and discovering all the secrets. It's really cool, like, when you walk through an area and then there is some stuff that you can't get to, and then you get an item, and then you can get back and go to that area and find some secrets and some different areas. It's really cool. And then yeah, the areas. My God, this game has such a unique atmosphere. It's awesome. All the different areas feel, you really feel like you're exploring this ruined kingdom, that something terrible happened, and it also does a good job of scaring you in a lot of the parts, like Deep Nest or the Ancient Basin or the Abyss. God, the Abyss is so fucking creepy. But it's good. It's a good kind of creepy. It's not like cheap, where it just throws a jump scare at you and pisses you off. It's actually done really well. Everything is done really well in this game. And the soundtrack as well. Soundtrack is so good. It really like gets you immersed into the atmosphere, you know? I don't know if I don't know if that's a proper sentence, but I hope you guys know what I mean. This game goes in the S tier. No, not SS, S tier. Not quite that good. Yeah, but I do have a complaint. The Godmaster DLC is fucking stupid. It's too hard. Just Cause 4. This game is like Goat Simulator, but on steroids. This game, I'm still not bored of the fucking dumb shit that this dude does. And my God, it's their Goat Simulator. If the goat from Goat Simulator was a man, then he would be Rico Rodriguez, because this guy is so goofy and dumb and blows everything up, and it's such a fucking funny game. Like getting into a tank and blowing up all the cars on the road. It's such a, it's such a really, it's a lot funnier than like Goat Simulator, at least for me. So I got bored of Goat Simulator really fast, and this one I'm still not bored of it. There's so much stupid shit you can do, like attaching rockets to motorbikes to make them fly, something like that. Like, Jesus, it's a really stupid game. It also has a campaign, which I guess, I mean, I didn't play it. My brother beat it for me because I was too busy blowing up everything in sight. So yeah, I don't really know the story. It's probably not very developed. Like, come on, a game like this can't have an extremely developed story, right? I mean, maybe it does. Don't like quote me on that. Maybe, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe it does have a good story because I didn't play campaign missions at all. I just blew shit up. So I'm gonna put it in B or C. Where do you guys think? I feel kind of bad putting it in the same tier as GD, so I'm gonna put it in B. Next up, the Kingdom Rush games. Bro, these games are awesome. I put all the Kingdom Rush games into one because I like all four of them equally as well, equally as much. But Frontiers is probably like a little bit better than all the others. But overall, they're all like the same level of awesomeness. So yeah, I of course played the Kingdom Rush games a lot when I was a kid. Like, it was one of the first Flash games I've ever played, and I remember trying to find out all the different like strategies for the levels with my friends. And I remember there was this one friend who was like super good at it, and he was able to beat every level. And then like after some time, I got better at the game, and then he was asking me for advice. And it has I have a lot of memories associated with this game. And then, of course, the newer games like Origins or Vengeance are equally as good. They will probably have better visuals, but I mean, all of them have a really cool like art style, like a 2D, like kind of hand drawn, I guess, style. It's just really cool, and it's super satisfying when all the little towers shoot at all the little dudes, and they all fight, and it's super fuck this. Okay, I'm back again. My mom was calling me as always. Let's see if I can finish this. Kingdom Rush A. I already talked about how how whatever. Like I already explained it. Let's go. Finally, I can give a good rant. Minecraft Story Mode. This game is the next generation of boring, insufferable shit. I hate this game so fucking much. I literally don't know how to describe it. Like, I have a little bit of a history of this game because it was, when did this come out? 2015. I was 10 or 11 years old, right? So I wanted to be the unique kid, you know, because everyone was playing like shooters and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, shooters are so stupid. You don't even think while you're playing them. I'm gonna play this game which has a story and you actually have to play it and think when you're playing it, because this game is for smart people. And I probably liked it when I was 10. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I mean, there was no game that I didn't like when I was 10. Like, anything that I played, I already thought is like the best game in the world. But now, when I got Season 2, like last year, I bought Season 2. Oh my god. And I replayed Season 1. They're so bad. They are so bad. Okay, let's just start with the positives. There are none. There are no positives. I guess the only positive is that Dante DM is in this game. And Dante DM is my childhood, freaking best childhood YouTuber. He literally created my childhood. He, Popular MMOs, and Jacksepticeye literally created my childhood. Can I speak childhood? Fucking dumbass can't speak. Okay, so first of all, this story is stupid. Like, it's a revenge story basically, where a dude wants to get revenge, so he creates a world-eating monster, and then he gets surprised when the monster actually starts eating the world. Like, okay, and then you have to find the dudes, and they're supposed to help you destroy this monster, and you end up doing it, but like one of them dies, and then the pig dies. Oh shit, I forgot the okay, I'll put a spoiler alert at the beginning. Okay, I can still. Yeah, the fact that I didn't record it yet doesn't mean I can't record it. Yeah, there should be a spoiler alert at the beginning. Uh, Dude, but it's all so boring. Like, already the story's not very developed, and it's such a boring game. Nothing happens ever. And I mean ever, ever, ever. It's just. Ugh, that was a burp. I'm not gonna apologize for that. Burps are badass. And where was I? I want to rant about at least one of these games. I can already see the next one I'm gonna rant about. Um, so yeah, all the characters are basically have no personality, especially the player's character. He's always this like super golden guy who keeps helping his friends. Like even at the beginning, you have like dialogue options to either be an asshole or be a super nice guy, but it doesn't even fucking matter if you're an asshole, because after a few chapters, like they immediately start getting along well. Even if you're an asshole all the time, it changes nothing. In the end, they're best friends, and it doesn't matter. That's a thing about this game. It's like almost none of the choices matter. Like I think there is one choice that actually changes the game. It's the choice right at the end of the first chapter, and that choice changes completely changes what chapter 2 is. Basically, get a completely different chapter if you select the other option. But dude, I have respect for anyone who got past the first chapter of this game because it's so boring, and the characters are overall just. I don't want to use that word because it's a stupid, it's a childish word, but the characters are really cringy, and they never say anything funny, and they never say anything like worth hearing. They just kind of state like, "Oh, this is what we're supposed to do next," and that's it. And like then the game tries to randomly give you like character development that doesn't work. Like there's this one scene where one of the characters, the lady with the goggles, I don't know, like randomly starts having like quote unquote character development, and then like Jesse never talks to her ever again, which I don't know why that why that was included. It's such a boring ass game. It's insane. Then what else? Oh, the combat. If there is combat, it sucks. The hitboxes are way off. The freaking delay on the attack is horrible. The everything is just so dumb. Also, let's talk about the next thing, which also sucks, which is just how this game looks. This game looks horrible. I hate the fucking style of this game. The animations and just the way the characters look is so bad and just not and just like not pleasing to look at. It's such a chore to play this game, you know? And then of course the glitches. Oh boy. Boy, that's a reference to one of the games on this list. Uh, so there's this glitch sometimes where, yeah, I don't know if that was a problem with my PS3, but I don't think so because it never had that issue with any game other than this one. It's when you go to your save slots, if you go to your save slot and you see, instead of like a screenshot from one of some from the chapter you're at, you see like the name Minecraft Story Mode, then you're fucked. Because if that ever happens, then accessing your save file takes you to the character selection screen. Then when you select your character, it loads for 30 minutes, brings you back to the character selection screen, and then it's like an infinite loop of choosing your character. And it never goes away. Like, okay, it does go away after some time, but if you're trying to like play through the game, then and that happens, and it did happen quite a lot, then you're just fucked. Then you just have to wait, like, I don't know how long, just wait until it fixes itself. It can take long, it can take days, sometimes even weeks. And you'll fucking forget what the story was at that point. God, it's such a... Ugh. And then there were also glitches in the chapters when like a character would start T-posing, or the game would just plain out flat out freeze. And yeah, especially at chapter 2, there was this one particular spot at freaking at chapter 2 where the game just froze and there was nothing you could do about it. You had to restart from the last checkpoint, which was like 7 years ago. What else? I don't know. That's it basically. Season 2 is, I guess, an improvement over the first one, because like the loading times, oh yeah, the loading times are absurdly long in the first game. And Season 2 kind of fixed that. It's not that long, and they're not that long anymore. And the graphics, I guess, are better. They're smoother, but the animation style is still the same dumb looking stupid shit piece. And there's like one boss fight which is like kind of fun, and that's the final boss fight. So you have to go through all the chapters to get to the only fun thing in the game, which is the final boss. My god, it's such a bad game. I'm putting it in the F tier, dude. I hate this fucking game. Every time I think about it, I get like, ugh. My stomach like turns itself around. So now we got the regular Minecraft, and I'm pretty sure if I don't put this in SSS, everyone, like 90% of the world's population is gonna come knocking at my door tomorrow. But I don't care. I mean, it'll be cool. I can like say like, "Hey guys, what's up? It's me, in person." I'm gonna put a bag over my head to not reveal my face. Mm. And it'll be cool. We can have some fun. We can play some of these games if you guys want to. But Minecraft, like the survival mode, I never really enjoyed it. Did the pitchfork just come through my... Okay. Okay, no one threw a pitchfork at me. At least I don't see any. I don't see anyone trying to kill me. Okay. I never really enjoyed the survival in Minecraft. I found it all very boring overall. Like, mining was boring. Getting food was even boring, or even more boring. Fishing was fucking awesome. Building was cool on creative mode only, because on survival you had to build these massive towers if you wanted to like actually build properly, and collecting the materials was always so stupid because like running out of materials mid building, and then you have to go back and get them, and it was it's annoying. I don't know, I never liked the survival mode of Minecraft, and it's not like I didn't play a lot of it. I played a lot of Minecraft back in the day, with like before Dream, before all of those people, before the fucking weird ass shit that's happening to the Minecraft community these days. Back in my day, when popular MMOs and anti-DM were popular, and no, those fuckers. I mean, I don't have anything against Dream, but like his community is so fucked up and weird, and nothing like that ever happened when with all the other older Minecraft YouTubers. So yeah, on the other hand, creative mode was really cool when I actually had ideas on what to do. Like I liked building parkour courses. I liked building a lot of different builds and stuff. And overall, it was really fun while it lasted. I guess I have good memories with this game, but uh, it's I did get bored of it. I not quickly actually. I didn't get bored of it quickly, but I did eventually get bored of it. Because I mean, you can't build stuff forever, can you? You probably can play survival forever as long as you enjoy it, and I didn't. So yeah. So I have a lot of memories for this game, and overall, it was fun while it back in the day. So I'm gonna put it. Oh, I want to put it in C. But now that I think about it, I think B is a good place for Minecraft. Need for Speed Payback. This is a good game, actually. Not usually a fan of racing games, but this one's actually cool. It has really cool visuals. The I don't know, the music's pretty cool. The driving overall is pretty cool, like pretty smooth and all. And I mean, the characters are not even characters, and overall the story is not interesting. But the game is kind of cool. I didn't finish it because I don't know. I probably got just kind of bored. And yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up putting it in B because it's a pretty cool game, But I don't know. Maybe C because I don't know. Yeah, I think C is a better place for it because I got bored of it kind of quickly. And the car upgrade system is also stupid. Cause like I don't understand the upgrade system at all. Like literally, I don't know what happens. Like how do you practically upgrade your car? Do you just have to wait until the shop has like the best parts available, the best gear, the best stuff? I don't know. Upgrading the car is such a weird thing in this game. But it was fun driving around. Sometimes the races were cool. I mean, most times the races were cool. Sometimes they were stupid when the dude was insanely fast, and if you touch like literally anything, he's already at the finish line before you can even blink. Because there was stuff like that sometimes. Like the roaming racers are stupid. The roaming racers are dumb. If you sometimes the only way to beat the roaming racer was to like get him off the track, because cause that was kind of a cheap way to do it. Because the roaming racer's AI went completely fucking nuts if you threw him off the track. He had no idea. The AI had no idea how to get back on the track. Geometry dice joke. Oh my god. And it's so he was just kind of standing there driving around, and then he could eventually get back onto the track. But yeah, it was a pretty cheap way of just winning the races. Yeah, overall pretty cool game, but I guess car games are just not really my thing. Overwatch. Now, a lot of people really dislike Overwatch, which I find surprising because it's a fun game. I'm not even that into first-person shooters, and this game I actually really enjoy. While I really don't like the most of the team modes, like capturing the objective, or I don't know, freaking capturing the flag, anything that has a team in it, I really don't like. Cause I can never, the team never works. Like the team never, what's it called? The team never works together. Everyone just wants to run around on their own, picking the most powerful damage dealers, and they don't like working as a team. But the deathmatch. Oh my god, I love playing deathmatch. Like for some reason, deathmatch just doesn't get old for me. I play Reaper on deathmatch. I can just play like all the time. It's so fun. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna put this game really high up because playing on deathmatch is super fun. Like you get to probably just smashing your monitors, thinking, "Oh, you said the other modes of the game are bad, and now you're praising this one." And but with Minecraft, you said that this one was bad and the other ones was good, and you put it in B, and this one you put in S. Cause you're stupid, I hate you, Pimperson. Yeah, everyone's probably gonna say that, but I don't care. At least I have my own opinion, right? That's what happens because I can think for myself and not go the popular opinion. That's called big brain time. Yeah, Overwatch, very fun to play on the deathmatch, and not only like the custom games are sometimes very fun, very funny and fun as well. And yeah, overall the characters they're iconic basically. They're also a meme, but as I said, the memes are not counted in the uh, the overall review of the game. Overwatch, yeah, I really like it. Whatever, screw you. Papers, Please. Oh, this game is really good. It's a very simple game where you uh, just like work as a border guard and you stamp papers, but then it evolves and it has like, and it gets like a lot deeper and more serious over time. And overall, I don't know, I just really enjoy the experience of this game. It's just really good. Like, and the music of the main theme is so good. It's like bah, 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 bah. It's like really sets you in the mood. Like this is not a freaking joke. Here, if you don't work, you're gonna fucking die. And overall, I don't really know what to say about this game. It just, you gotta play it basically to understand it. It's very cheap. You can buy it basically. It's also on mobile. I don't know if it's paid on mobile or not. I never played it on that because I hate tiny screens. But yeah, it's a good experience. The bad thing is that replaying it is kind of fun, I guess. But that first experience of the game is what really makes it shine. Like the first playthrough of this game is gonna be really good. It's kind of the same like with Undertale. Like you'll never gonna get the same experience with this game as you did when playing it for the first time. A tier. Very good game. Plants vs Zombies, immediate S tier. Plants vs Zombies is a classic. Everyone knows this game. It's the original, the best, most awesome Plants vs Zombies game ever. It's iconic. It's fun. It's awesome. It's a classic. Like, literally, if anyone puts it lower than S tier, they're stupid. Every other Plants vs Zombies game, basically almost every other Plants vs Zombies game, has been ruined by EA, and this one still stands as good as it did back in the glory days of Plants vs Zombies. You can always play it. It's on Steam. It's also on mobile. There's a paid version and a free version for some reason. I don't even know why the free version exists if there's the paid version, but okay. I don't remember how expensive it is, but I mean, come on, Plants vs Zombies can't cost a lot of money. It's a 2D tower defense game. Okay. Kingdom Rush actually costs quite a lot of money for a 2D tower defense game, but whatever. Whatever. It's awesome. S tier, classic game, like awesome. Yeah, awesome description, me. Planet Coaster. This game is kinda cool, but there's not really much to do in it. The management mode I don't really enjoy because there's a lot of tiny things I have to pay attention to, and I don't really like that. I'm just gonna overlook one single thing and then the whole park's gonna go to shit. And I don't know, I just didn't like the management mode. Sandbox mode, however, is really cool. Building your own park is awesome, and all the other attractions and the deco that you can do. It does have a lot of possibilities, but I guess I'm just not a very creative person, so I can't create the best, most awesome things in it. I'm pretty sure if you're like very into like building stuff and creating, then you're gonna love this game because it has a lot of possibilities for creating awesome theme parks. And yeah, overall, kind of a cool game, but not really like that much of like, it's not really my type of game, you know. Yeah, but yeah, one thing I don't like, however, is how easily the people get scared of the roller coasters. Like, I tried to make the roller coaster as not extreme as possible, and it was still too scary. No one was going on it, so I don't know. You have to make a freaking the tiniest little thing ever if you want even a single customer to come onto the tracks. The rides, I mean. I come onto the tracks, yeah, right in front of the cart. Awesome. I make people do that. I mean, that would be funny as hell. Okay, yeah. C tier for Planet Coaster. Cool game, but I don't know. I don't really know how to explore all the possibilities of it. Next up is the Battle of Polytopia. This game, you probably don't know it. It's not a very popular game. My friend actually introduced me to it. It's also on mobile. It's free on mobile, and it's paid on Steam. But on Steam, you have all the tribes with the price, and on the mobile, you have to buy all the tribes individually. So I don't know. I guess whichever suits you more. So this game's actually fun to play around with friends. It's cool to get mad at them and just scream at each other. And even when you're not doing that, it's just fun to just do like a little 1v1 or like a 1v2 or like maybe get a lot of friends, like get like a whole freaking battle royale in the arena. Because if you don't know what this game is, probably don't, because it's not a very popular game. It's like a turn-based thing where you have like different cities and you can train units and they can capture other cities and yeah, you just basically find the match. I think they added matchmaking, which is cool. You can also play with bots or with friends, and it's just a fun little thing. Oh, by the way, my mom absolutely loves this game. She has it on her phone, and she bought like 5 tribes. I honestly couldn't believe when I heard that, because she's the biggest boomer in existence, but it's cool, I guess. Oh gosh, she's calling me again. Okay, Battle of Polytopia is gonna go in the B tier, not quite an A, because I guess if you have like, because sometimes you run into this thing where you can't beat each other because you both have like an extremely strong empire, and you get like a billion shield soldiers with catapults at the back, and it's an endless freaking clash of the two armies, and that can get a little bit tedious, so it's not quite an A, but yeah, I gotta go see what the hell my mom wants. Alright, now that I have spoken to my mother, let us continue the tier list. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. I think this is the only good PvZ game besides the original. Garden Warfare is actually fun. I don't play it anymore because my PS3 can't handle it anymore. The thing is 10 years old, and after like 2 matches, it just straight up overheats and crashes. So yeah, I can't play it anymore, and I'm not gonna buy it for PS4 because like yeah. But when I played it, it was very fun. Like the team modes were really cool, a lot more fun than in Overwatch. I don't know, I just guess that Garden Warfare people were just more coordinated than the Overwatch people. Like, I don't know, it was just a lot more fun playing the team modes in Garden Warfare than it was to play them in Overwatch. However, this game did not have a deathmatch, and a lot of the stuff was kind of clunky. Like, the soldier's rocket jump was, like, really weird at times, and the physics, like, when he jumped, the air control was all messed up, and sometimes he would just not land properly. And overall, yeah, it had a lot of weird glitches, and yeah, that kind of brings it down, but, I mean, I played it a long time ago, so I didn't really pay attention to the glitches. Because, I mean, I was a kid, I was just having fun. Man, I wish I could just look at games like that again. Like, bro, Like, just have fun and not pay attention to the glitches, the story, the nothing. But I guess that happens when you grow up. A tier for this game. Oh, yes. Finally, we are here. Probably none of you have been waiting for this, but I have. It's the Ratchet and Clank games. My childhood. I have I have grown up on the I have grown up. I grew up. Can I speak proper English, please? I grew up on these games, and man, the nostalgia just hits hard. Like whenever I listen to the soundtrack, it just brings back so many memories of all the games. I'm gonna rank them in, like, in proper order and not whoever the fuck this organized itself. Uh, I think organized alphabetically, because like All for One is first, then a Crack and Time, then Deadlocked, yeah. But I'm gonna rank them in order. First up, the original. It's a classic. It's no, not a B. It's an S. No, it's an S tier. Because it's a classic. Like, come on. It started the whole thing. It has a great story. It has an awesome soundtrack, amazing soundtrack, super memorable, super iconic, super awesome, and overall just. Oh man, I'm gonna go on a whole last nostalgia trip here. Man, of course, it's not going quite an SSS because the gameplay, even when I played it first, I really had a problem with no strafing, and just overall it was extremely hard to aim the weapons. Like even as a kid, and that's saying something. Even when I was a kid, I was really mad at not being able to aim the weapons properly because there was no strafing. But yeah, some levels were actually really frustrating to play, like what's it called? Mm, the fucking sewer escape from Railguard. God, I hated that level so much. I was stuck on that for God knows how long. Like, quite literally, I was stuck on that for the longest time. I thought I was never gonna finish the first Ratchet because of that, because it was so hard for me. And Altanus Orbit is also really annoying because you don't have Clank. No, not Altanus Orbit, Altanus City, Gorda City. Sorry, because you have no Clank. And yeah, but overall, it's a classic. The story is awesome. It actually does have good characters, and the relationship between Ratchet and Clank is keeps building through the game. At first, Ratchet only cares about himself, and then he slowly starts to be like, oh, this dude's blowing a planet. That's kind of evil. And then at the end, he realizes that this is a lot bigger. This is a lot bigger than you and me. Quoting Ratchet, because that's what he said at I think at the end of Old Tannis Orbit, I think. And then yeah, Clank was like, "Yay!" and it was cool. It was cute and cool and awesome. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando is next. It's gonna go in the S tier. I always knew it as Ratchet and Clank 2 because that was its name in what's it fucking called in Poland. It was just called Ratchet and Clank 2. There was no like subtitle, so it was weird because normally when the title screen appears, when the title appears, it just goes like Ratchet and Clank, and then there's like the title appears, but the subtitle didn't appear, and there was this like whooshing sound effect that would like I don't know, you know what I mean, because when the subtitle appeared, it had this sound effect. So they removed the subtitle, but the sound effect still stayed there. It's kind of stupid, but yeah. Once again, it's an awesome game. It's a classic. It controls a lot better than Ratchet and Clank 1. The combat is a lot more fun. The story is cool. I like this like kind of thing where they uncover this thing where they're trying to do this experiment, and then it turns out that this experiment actually fucking kills people, and then they try to like warn them, and then yeah, whatever. You guys, I don't know. If you don't know the story, then just play the game. I mean, No one has a PS3 or a PS2 these days, so we probably can't even buy it. I mean, it is probably available on the digital PlayStation Store because I never used the digital store on PS3. I had everything on a disc, a CD, I guess, a CD. Yeah, like you know what I mean. No, not CD, a DVD. I'm a moron. God. Okay, sorry. Where were we? Yeah, the next game. Up Your Arsenal still, I think, in my opinion, is the best of the original trilogy. I didn't even know why, because, like, I look back at the story and I don't think it's that good. Because, like, the villain, like, of course, Nefarious is iconic. He's funny, he's got a great voice actor. Armin Shimmerman is his name, yeah, I still remember. And Lawrence is awesome as well. But like his motive is just racism. Literally, he wants to turn everyone into a robot because, well, he's racist, and that's it. That's his entire motive. So yeah, I guess that's kind of weird. But overall, I don't know. It just always had this special charm to it. Like Ratchet and Clank 3 always had this it had a special charm to it. I don't know. I just really liked it always, always. Like the ranger missions were cool, and the soundtrack, of course. Soundtrack is awesome in all of the Ratchet games, almost. This one has like the final boss soundtrack, the Nefarious battle. Oh my god! And then the one of the ranger missions on Tyrannosis, the ranger mission. That's such a good soundtrack. My god. So it's just so nostalgic. I'm not really gonna go into too much detail about the Ratchet games. They're just so nostalgic for me, and yeah. Next up is Deadlocked, of course, S tier. Deadlocked is definitely one of the more fun games on the freaking of all of like the older ones. Actually, out of all the Ratchet games, Deadlocked is like one of the most fun because it's basically all arena based, and that's cool. I always liked doing the arena battles. Maybe not the super hard ones with the 100 waves, because if you died like 60 waves in, you had to do everything all over again, and it sucked. But like short arena battles, I always appreciate it. They're awesome, really fun. Shooting stuff is cool, and yeah, I just had a lot of fun with it. And the story is not very developed, I guess. But like it's simple. It's just Ratchet gets captured and forced to fight in an arena, and you have to fight, and then at the end you break out, and it's fine. It's not annoying. It's not insulting. It's fine. And just the gameplay makes up for it. It's a super fun game to play. One thing though is that it runs the worst out of all the games, because you can't get it on anything other than a PS3, and it runs pretty bad on it. If there's like even a little bit of explosions, it just the frame rate, no, not the frame rate, it just kind of slows down, like goes in slow motion whenever you fire the fucking B6 obliterator. And also it has two-player modes, which is awesome, because it was always fun to play around with my siblings and sometimes friends. Overall, yeah, just great experience, this game. What do we have next? Is it Tools of Destruction? Yep. This is going to be our first SSS tier. Tools of Destruction is so good. My god. This was actually the first Ratchet game that I played, so I probably have a huge nostalgic connection to it. But dude, I can't criticize anything in this game. I love everything about it. I think it's the best soundtrack wise. The soundtracks in Tools of Destruction are so memorable, at least to me. The pirate base on Ardolis, on over the pirate themes, the pirate boss, the ugh, Captain Slag. The ship missions had a really good soundtrack as well, even though they kind of sucked ass because they were just basically a long turret section. Stop fucking, come on. God, like, if my siblings ever get their real names leaked, it's gonna be because they're just gonna scream at each other when I'm recording, and then they're gonna be mad at me because I was recording when they screamed out their names and they leaked them. Okay, whatever. Fucking. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell them to shut up. Okay, I guess I'm back. Where were we? Tools of Destruction. Yeah, I not done praising this game yet. The soundtracks. I was talking about the soundtrack. The final boss soundtrack is also super good. The final level, oh my god, that soundtrack's so good. It's the same soundtrack that was used in one of the trailers. Oh my god, it's such a good game. The weapons are so good. The graphics, like still to this day, the graphics look nice. The graphics don't look outdated to me. Like, I don't know. They look good. That's it. They just look good. Uh, and the planets, the environments are so, oh my god. I have such a soft spot for Tools of Destruction. It's my second favorite Ratchet game. Man, the story as well, like about all about Ratchet's past and stuff, and I found it was really interesting. A lot of people criticize it for I don't know what. I just saw a lot of criticizing videos, but I would not be able to watch them because my heart would just shatter to pieces. Because I love this game. Next up, Quest for Booty. I'm going to put this in the A tier because I really want to put it in like B because this game is extremely short and rather mediocre, but the nostalgia, I just couldn't. So Quest for Booty, one thing about it is that it has the exact same graphic style and HUD style and the exact same weapons that Tools of Destruction had, which is kind of sad. Because one thing about the Ratchet games that they always used a different style, which was really cool, and just made the games like kind of stand out from each other, you know. And this has like what 5 levels? Because there's the first level, then there's Hulafer Island, then the caverns, Morrow Caverns, then the attack on Hulafer Island, then Darkwater Cove, which is the best level ever made, then the caves, and then the final level, and then that's it. That's 6 levels or 7 levels. I don't know. I don't know. Does the attack on Hulafer Island count as a separate level? I guess it does. So that's 7 levels. Mm, but yeah, God, and okay, yeah. Let's talk about the good stuff maybe. So first of all, the graphic style. Well, it is obviously the exact same as Tools of Destruction. The Tools of Destruction, the destruction, not distraction. Destruction. The style of Tools of Destruction was already really good. So yeah, it's good. It is the same, so it's good. Yeah, that's it. Some of the environments, like Darkwater Cove or Hulafer Island, they look so good. Like, my god, like, I don't know. It's just probably just a nostalgic thing. You would probably just look at the environments and be like, "Oh, that looks pretty mediocre." But for me, I mean, because I played this game so long ago, this game is made in like 2008 or 2009 or something, and it doesn't look outdated at all. Like there are some PS3 games that look outdated as fuck, and this doesn't. At least for me, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a boomer. But yeah. Then the soundtrack. Oh my god, the fact that this is like a fully like pirate based game. Like basically, it's all about pirates and like Captain Slag and Darkwater. So you already know the soundtracks are gonna be amazing, and they fucking are. The main title screen theme and like the fight theme, basically. Like It plays on Attack on Hulafer Island. I think it also plays on in a lot of the like major fight sequences. There's this super awesome soundtrack. Like, oh my god, it's so yeah, it's obviously not as good as the other ones, but still, I have a really strong feeling for it. Now we move on to my favorite Ratchet game, Crack in Time. Boom! Going straight in the SSS tier. Let's go. So, I don't think I need to explain a lot. The visuals, oh my fucking god. Okay, whatever. Shut the fuck. Yeah, this is how being a YouTuber is when you have siblings. Do they care about your videos? No. Whatever. Um, Crack in Time is awesome. It's the best Ratchet game. It has really good looking graphics for being like a PS3 game. It looks really good actually. Mother fuck. Okay, so it's actually a brand new day. I had to stop the recording because my siblings just wouldn't shut up and I don't want the video to have too much background noise. Even though probably already half of the video already has like the background noise, which is sad, I guess, but I mean, what you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? But today I finished school early, so my siblings aren't home yet, so maybe I can finish this before they arrive. Okay. I was talking about Crack in Time. I only started talking about the graphics, so yeah, I think they look really good, especially for the time this game came out, which is 2010, I'm pretty sure. And the graphics look really impressive for when this game was made. I actually think the graphics look really good. And overall it's basically just an improvement in every way over Tools of Destruction. Like the story is awesome, like finding out Ratchet's backstory and also Clank's origins was really cool. Ugh, that was a burp. And Nefarious is in it, which is also cool, and overall just such a good experience this game was. Like, man, I remember first time playing through it, it was something else, you know. I was like, dude, this has gotta be the best game in the world, and I replayed it so many times, and I probably would still replay it, but my PS3 is in very bad shape. It's super old, and it probably wouldn't even run the game, which is sad, but yeah. Also, connecting a PS4 controller to a PS3 is super fucking complicated, and I don't know how the hell to do it. I mean, I did it, and I connected it, but then the controller started randomly freaking out for no reason, and I don't know. One thing though is the soundtrack isn't as good as Tools of Destruction, which is understandable because it's a different composer. Still, the soundtrack is really good. What's this guy's name? The dude who made the original soundtracks was David Bergod or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce his name. And I think Boris Salchow is the dude who made the music for Crack in Time, which is still awesome. Like the Pirate Radio songs, or the Final Battle, or the Nefarious Battle, or yeah, there were a lot of good soundtracks. But Tools of Destruction still stands as the best soundtrack in any Ratchet game. But as a game, I think Crack in Time is better, and definitely the best Ratchet game. Next up, we have the three Ratchet games which are not so great. First up, we got All for One. Okay, I think this game is kind of decent, but only because I have got to play it with my friends, and games are always a lot more fun if you got friends to play them with. But when you're playing alone, it's just really stupid, because the AI partner never does what he's supposed to. He like shoots. Sometimes he will just shoot a different weapon at different enemies, and sometimes if you die, he dies with you. Sometimes if you die, he doesn't resurrect you, and overall just a very annoying little shitbag that you have to play with. But if you have friends, it's a pretty enjoyable experience overall. The story is I don't know, it's pretty whatever. But I'm still gonna give it a B tier, just cause I had some good times playing this with friends. Oh boy, Q-Force, or Full Frontal Assault, cause yeah, this game had two different names. Oh my god, this game is bad. This game is fucking terrible. I hate it so much. It's such a garbage ass game. Like, not only a Ratchet game, but overall, it's such a stupid game. And let me explain. Okay, first of all, it's short as hell. It has 5 levels. Five, literally 5 freaking stages in the entire game. Yeah, like that's enough. You can beat this game in literally a day. Like, not even kidding. And I don't know how much it costs, but whatever. I don't remember any of the prices for the Ratchet games because I was 10 when I first played them. Not 10, younger than that. Okay. What where was I? Oh yeah, the villain. Oh my god! If you guys played Q-Force, you will know that. Like, anyone who's played Q-Force will shiver at the whenever they think about the villain, because that dude was such an annoying piece of shit. Like, literally, I'm not even gonna describe it. It's just the villain in Q-Force is so fucking annoying, and he doesn't even die at the end. Like, come on. I really wanted to kill that bastard, and I thought he died because he like falls off like a bridge, but somehow he survives because in the next games they say that he's in prison and whatever. I don't know how he survived that because when Ratchet falls down there, he dies instantly, and then some stupid weirdo with goggles and stupid lines and an overall dumb fuck that no one likes somehow survives the fall. F tier for this game. Literally. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. This doesn't even have like a proper Ratchet game layout. It's basically just a base defense thing, which I guess is unique or whatever. But it's fucking annoying when you're trying to find stuff and out of nowhere some fuckers attack you and like sometimes you know how there were these flying dudes with like missiles. Yeah, sometimes one of these guys would just come after your base out of nowhere for no reason, and it was so annoying. My god. Also, you had to find every single weapon. You couldn't just have them. You had to run around the map and yeah, just whatever. It's a dog shit game. Don't play it. Alright, and now the final Ratchet game we have is Into the Nexus. Uh, I don't really know how to feel about this game, because on the one hand it was a pretty enjoyable game, but it was super short as well, not quite as short as Q-Force, but still a very short game. It had like 5 stages. Like, the stages were pretty long, like definitely longer than a usual Ratchet stage, but still, 5 stages, come on. Oh yeah, 5 stages, out of which one is an arena and the other is like an open world area, kind of like Sargasso or Tabora or, all these planets where you go around and grab collectibles. Mm, the story is that it's basically kind of like a repeat of Tools of Destruction, where the main villains want to get back to their families, like families, like basically their families, cause their race and their race, whatever. Uh, and yeah, I can't like I don't know. It just doesn't feel very unique and just overall not interesting. And it's just a very meh game in general. I'm gonna put it in B because it is pretty fun shooting the different enemies and stuff, but overall it's not a very good game. Like, yeah, it's mediocre. Now, yeah, there we have all the Ratchet games. Now, moving on to Rayman. So you got Rayman Origins and Legends. They're both gonna be in the same tier because I enjoyed them basically equally as much. Origins was probably a little better, but overall I think they were both pretty decent games. I kinda enjoyed them, you know? I think like actually Into the Next is going in C now that I think about it, because I said more bad about it than I said good. So it's a C then, because C is like the mediocre game, B is like above average. Uh, okay, back to Rayman. So I think it's a pretty enjoyable like little game. Uh, I'm not really a fan of platformers. Yeah, the Hollow Knight is in the S tier, but that's different. Hollow Knight is very unique, and yeah, it's not a typical platformer. But Rayman, I mean, it can be really frustrating in many of the parts. Like a lot of the harder levels are just a pain in the ass to play, and yeah, overall it's just a pretty hard game. Not gonna lie, but it is rather enjoyable. You can also play it with friends, which is always cool. I remember when I was playing with my brother, and he was ass at the game, so and I was like pretty good, so I was just running through the levels, and he was staying behind because he didn't know what the hell to do. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I think these should go in the B tier. They're pretty good games overall. There we move on to Satisfactory. I actually really like this game. It's kind of like Minecraft in a sense, and I know we're gonna be like, oh, but you said you didn't like Minecraft survival mode. You suck. And yeah, I do, but Satisfactory is different because first of all, you don't need to walk around in narrow corridors looking for a singular block of ore. And second of all, you don't have to eat. So that's already the two main issues I had with Minecraft removed. There's an ore scanner that just tells you exactly where the ore is, and you don't have to mine it whenever you need it. You can just set down a miner that does it for you. And overall, just the factories and the environments just look so pleasing. Like the different forests, the deserts, the stuff. It all just looks so good, and the factories are super satisfying because I have like OCD or something. Like I'm like literally obsessed with like different animations, like reload animations, for example, or like factory animations, like in Satisfactory. Yeah, these are super cool as well, and overall, it's just fun to build a factory. Of course, the game does have a lot of frustrating stuff, like uh, going back to get your items after you die. That's one of the things I really don't like, losing your items when you die, because that just makes it like super nervous whenever you need to go do something that's far away from your base. Because like in Terraria, for example, I'm not really nervous whenever I get out of the base because I don't lose my items, so it's just more fun. And in Satisfactory or Minecraft, you have to go away, and then you get like super nervous that I'm gonna lose all of my items, and yeah, it's really annoying, that thing. But I still think the game's really good, and I'm going to give it an A tier. Okay, yeah, let's go for A tier. Not quite an S, I think. Ah, there it is. Oh my god. So this is the Ratchet and Clank reboot, which, oh my god, you probably already saw it coming that after I praised the old one so much, you knew what I was gonna say about this one. It is such fucking garbage, literally. I'm just gonna put it in the F tier real quick, and then we're gonna explain. So, first of all, let's go over the positives, because there are like two. First of all, the graphics look really good. Not gonna lie about that. The graphics are really good. The models and everything, the planets. I think it's a really cool redesign of the old classic Ratchet maps. And second of all, the gameplay is good, but like everyone keeps saying that oh the gameplay in the new Ratchet and Clank is so good. But like it's basically the same as like some of the older Ratchet games. Like maybe not the oldest ones, but like Tools of Destruction or Crack in Time or Into the Nexus, the gameplay is exactly the same. So I don't know why people are praising this one specifically. Yeah, I mean it's fun, but it's not changed in any way from the old ones. So I don't know. I mean, it is still good because the old gameplay was very fun, and it's copied in this one, so it's still good gameplay. Now over the negatives, which are everything fucking else. Uh, so, first of all, the characters are so infuriating and insufferably annoying. I literally had to turn off dialogue in this game because I just couldn't stand it. No character. No. Hold on, I forgot how to speak English. There's not a single character in this game who has any reason to exist. Like, literally, 90% of the characters, 100% actually, of the characters are just there to make bad jokes. They literally don't influence the plot in, like, any way. If you remove every single character and only leave in Ratchet, Clank, Quark, and the villains, it would be exactly the same. Every other character is just there to make jokes. Like the Galactic Rangers are so annoying and stupid and I hate them and they shouldn't exist. It could have just been Quark talking to Ratchet and just teaching him all the stuff. They didn't need to introduce these dumbass characters. The characters that return from the first game are just completely changed to be funny, haha, joke machines, which means just dumb characters, obviously useless. And what else? Freaking the story itself is just the story from the original. If it was bad, because Ratchet loses all of his personality and he's not like he doesn't have any sort of development anymore. It's just like I want to be a hero. So then he goes to an extremely easy obstacle course that anyone could clear, and he becomes a hero and he does missions that Quark tells him to do. Yeah, that's it, basically. And then Quark gets somewhat of a character arc, like a really bad one, I guess, because like for some reason he says that Ratchet ruined his life when he didn't do literally anything, and then Ratchet beats the shit out of him, and then he's like, "Oh my god, guess I'm a good guy now." Yeah, it's just such a retarded story with such retarded characters. It's my god, just play any other Ratchet game. It's better. They're better. Oh yeah, the soundtrack sucks, by the way. The soundtrack is stupid, it's not memorable, I don't remember anything. Okay, the Poketaru soundtrack was pretty good, but every other one, I can't remember at all, because they are so generic and just not memorable. And yeah, some of the planets got removed. Some of the better planets actually got removed. Hoven, for example. Oltanis Orbit, one of the best, if not the best levels in the first game. Oltanis itself. Um, I guess Drek's ship got removed, but that was replaced by the Deplanetizer. The final level on Velden was replaced by the stupid Deplanetizer, because it was like a two-part. You had to go to it once and then leave and then go to it again. So I guess it was two levels. And what else? What else? What else? Eudora got removed. Yeah, just a lot of the classic, memorable planets just got fucked in the ass by this game. Like I understand removing stuff like Eudora, which wasn't really that interesting because it's basically just a forest planet. But Altanis Orbit, come on, that's such an iconic, good level. I don't know, this game is just so stupid. Even with the good gameplay, Like it's the story and the characters just make it so much less enjoyable to play, and I hate it. Terraria is up next, and my opinion on this game is that it's pretty good. I like it more than Minecraft, definitely, because it has a lot more stuff going on. I like doing the boss fights. I think they're pretty fun. The events are also really cool. And overall, just a playthrough of Terraria is always a really nice thing to do. But there are, of course, some bad things. Like, first of all, I hate getting rare items. Getting rare items is such a fucking nightmare. I hate it. It literally brings down the game by like 2 tiers. Okay, not two, but oh my god, I hate it so much. I had to kill the same enemy like a million times, and over and over and over again. I have to kill the same enemy until they finally drop that one item that you've been searching for a week. Ugh. So yeah, uh, that's definitely a thing that brings the game down. But I guess if you forget about that, the game is really enjoyable. You can also play it with friends, which always makes stuff better. And yeah, just a really nice game to play overall, in my opinion. Going in A tier, right next to Satisfactory. Oh yes, finally! One of my favorite games ever made, The Last of Us. Holy crap, this game is amazing. It's already like a classic in video games, like especially of like the zombie genre. This game is iconic, man. Like if you don't know, if you have never played this game, just do it. Or if you can't buy it, then uh, watch a playthrough. You won't regret it. Like seriously, mm, it tells such a good story, and overall, man, the characters, the story, the world that it's so good. I don't know where to start because the story is like relatively simple. A zombie apocalypse and happens, and people have to survive. But then you see the entire world that is presented in this game, and the different ways that people use to survive, like Tommy or Bill or the hunters, the cannibals, the soldiers, the quarantine zones, everything. It's the fireflies, everything. It's such an interesting and just enjoyable experience. And then every single character has even a little bit of personality. Like the main characters obviously are awesome, like Joel and Ellie. Joel who can't get over his daughter's death, and then Ellie who's like she doesn't know anything about the world, so Joel like teaches her, and then the relationship starts forming between them, and it's so good. And all the characters that you meet along the way, they do all have their own personality. Like Bill doesn't trust anyone because he lost his. I mean, people say that it was his like they were like I don't know if it was just his friend or his like or if they were in a freaking romantic relationship, I guess, or something like that. I don't know, not sure. But yeah, he lost that person that meant a lot to him, and then now he doesn't trust anyone, and he lives alone in a town, and yeah, and then Tommy as well. Oh my god, it's such a good story. You really get a feel for all the characters, every single one. Um, like even David and James, like of course they try to kill Ellie, but then you look at them and you're like, yeah, I mean they're trying to survive, and yeah. So of course this game is going in SSS tier. Such a good experience, man. I didn't even mention the gameplay. The gameplay's fine. It's nothing extraordinary. It's just fine. That's it. But oh man, play this game, please. It's such an amazing game overall. Now here's the Uncharted series. These ones I am going to rank separately, unlike Kingdom Rush, cause yeah, they do have a quality difference. There is a quality difference between them. First up, Drake's Fortune, the original Uncharted, is decent. I'm gonna say it's a pretty decent game. This story is overall kinda like, I mean, it's a simple story. It's nothing horrible. The characters have a little bit of personality to them. It's just like a simple story that you can enjoy, and overall it's just not very deep. It's just a simple adventure game. It's fine. One thing though is that the gameplay is not very good. Nathan controls really weird, and the shooting is super slow. Like he moves his freaking cursor, not cursor, his crosshair. He moves his freaking crosshair so slowly. It's kind of funny sometimes, but also you have a lot less health in this game than you do in all the other ones, which kinda makes it annoying. And yeah, overall, I mean, it's a pretty good game. Like, I mean, I'm gonna put it an A. I mean, it's an enjoyable little game that you can just sit down and play when you want. It's cool. Uncharted 2 is definitely an improvement over Uncharted 1. However, I don't get why people call it the best Uncharted game. Like, I don't know. I've never actually seen anything like that extraordinary with it. Uh, I don't know, bro. I mean, it's definitely better. That the story is a lot more evolved, and the characters are definitely more developed, and the stuff and overall is just better. But you know, it's not that good, if you know what I mean. And it's definitely better than Uncharted 1, and I really do like Uncharted 2, but it's not as good as everyone says it is, in my opinion. I'm gonna move you but down to the B tier. I'm gonna put this one in A. Drake's Deception, Uncharted 3. Now this is the literal opposite of Uncharted 2, like when it comes to my opinion on this game. Because Uncharted 2 is praised like the best Uncharted game. It's called the best Uncharted game. It's praised by everyone, and I'm like, yeah, it's good, but it's not the best Uncharted game. Drake's Deception, however, seems like everyone hates it. I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people really don't like it. But I, for some reason, like, I really do. I don't know. It's just a really, really just cool game. It's good. It's basically I think it's better than Uncharted 2, but not a whole tier above. Like it's not good enough to be in S, but it's definitely a higher A than Uncharted 2 is. So, you know, I don't know. I guess I can't really explain it. I guess it just has this charm to it that just makes me like it. I don't know. And Uncharted 4, obviously the best one. It's super good. Not an SSS, obviously, but I'm gonna give it an S because the characters are definitely a lot more developed. The relationships between them are you can really see the relationship between Elena and Nate, and or like Nate and Sam, or I mean Sullivan is not really in the game for that long, but whatever. He's never been in any of the games for like a big part of it. Because I mean, the only one where he's actually been a big part of the game is Uncharted 3. Because in all the other ones, he just gets kind of gets removed from the story, which is sad. Because Sully is funny, but in Uncharted 1 he got shot. In Uncharted 2 he just wasn't in the game. He was on the second or third and fourth chapter, yeah, and then he disappeared. And then in Uncharted 4 also he was in chapter 6 and. Like a few of the chapters, like definitely more than like Uncharted 2 or Uncharted 1, but still, then for a big part of the game he wasn't there. So yeah, that's the Uncharted series ranked, I guess. Now we're moving on to Undertale. Well, I think this is the same case as with Minecraft. If I don't put this in the highest possible tier, I'm gonna get bullied, but I don't care. I'm gonna put it in the second best tier, S. Because Undertale it's just, you gotta play it to understand it, because it's such a unique game, At first, it's like very goofy and funny. I mean, it's still enjoyable because like funny stuff, haha, and things like that. But then it starts evolving, and you actually get start feeling for the characters. And I like that the game really does have consequences. Like all the actions that you do really do affect the world and the characters. And there's so many different dialogue options that can happen if depending on if you did a certain thing, like even tiny things. If you like pick up a monster candy, like I'll give an example. If you pick up a monster candy, then like one of the characters will like notice it later on. It's just a very it's a game that you need to play to understand it, you know, because it's just an it's not a game basically. It's like an experience, a very unique one at that. So play this game if you really if you wanna find out about it. V. How many V's are there? There's six V's, so it's V. Yeah, V. Is pretty good. I think it's a fun game. Nothing special to it. I think it's just a fun little game that you can play, and yeah, just a little platformer game. I don't know. Some people really like it. They say that it's the best game ever created and that it's a masterpiece and whatever. I think it's an enjoyable game. Nothing too special. B tier. It's a good game. Next up, we have Plague Inc. Evolved. Now, this game I think is pretty cool, discovering all the different strategies and stuff. But I don't think it's the best game ever made. I think it's a good game. It's cool to sit down and watch the disease destroy the world. And now they added cure mode, which is really cool. I mean, I haven't played a lot of it, but it seems like a really cool mode. And overall, just if you like strategy and games where you need to use your brain a little bit more, then I think this is a pretty good game for that. But the thing is, a lot of the diseases can be beaten by doing the exact same strategy, which is don't evolve any symptoms until you infect the entire world, then infect total organ failure and win instantly. I don't know, dude. It's just like sometimes like it kind of gets repetitive after a while. There are a few disease types that are a lot more fun to play, like the board games. That's such a cool game mode. I really like it. The board games one, or I don't know. There are a few like the apes or the necrovirus or the Nurax worm, but overall, a lot of the diseases are just the exact same thing basically, like fungus, bacteria, parasite, prion, and okay, Prion's a little different, but these things can be beaten with the exact same strategy, and most of the scenarios can be beaten with the exact same strategy as well, so it can get a little bit repetitive, but still, for what it is, it's a B tier, yeah. Pretty cool game. Look at that. These three games just somehow have ended up at the very end. Who knows why? Who knows? I don't know. Uh, but yeah, you probably know where they're going. Because I keep talking about God of War like all the fucking time. Because there's a reason for that. It's an awesome game. It's just probably my new favorite at the moment. I just love every single thing about this game. There's basically no complaints I can give about it. Like I guess Niflheim can get a little bit stupid and confusing, I guess. And there's this one thing in combat where if you get swarmed by a bunch of Hellwalkers, they're just gonna beat you up, and there's no way to escape it. So I guess that's pretty annoying. But overall, it's an amazing game. It like the visuals are stunning. The soundtrack is a masterpiece. The combat is really fun. The story is awesome, and the characters are also awesome. Like every character is really good. Like, of course, some of the characters are not gonna be as developed as others, but still, I feel for every character that is in this game. Like maybe Boulder, yeah, but Boulder didn't get too much screen time, I guess. But still, I think he's a pretty cool character, a pretty cool antagonist. Not nothing too special, but what is special is like the relationship between Kratos and Atreus is like forming throughout the game, and then Kratos remembering his past, or man, there's just so much in this game that's awesome. Like, and all the different side missions. The side missions in this game are actually really fun, and you get to find out more about the story of the world, like the Dwarven King or the dragons, or the boat stories are also super cool. Like Mimir is overall a really awesome dude. And dude, I'm repeating myself so much here. Whatever. I don't care that I'm repeating myself. Yeah. Mimir is a very very not only funny dude, but also just cool to listen to his stories about all the giants and the world. And yeah, I'm sorry for my horrible speaking skills. I'm training, okay? I'm learning. I will get better. SSS tier for God of War. Amazing game. Play it. Look what's next. Everyone's fucking favorite game ever. Doom Eternal. Dude, I've never been a fan of these games, like of the games where you just get in, shoot everything that moves. They were just never my thing, really. I always preferred when games had a story to them. But for some reason, this game, I just like played it and I fell in love with it. Like, it's so much fun to play. It's literally, I can't even understand it. Like, how is this game so much fun? There are so many other games where you can just get in and shoot stuff, but for some reason, no game comes close to the level of enjoyment that Doom Eternal gives. Like, my God, I don't know. It's such an enjoyable game. It's literally God. It's something else. Definitely, like I don't think video games should be allowed to be this fun. Cause oh my God, it's so much fucking fun, especially when you're like mad. Like let's say after a school day, if the fucking teacher uh, annoyed you as they do. You get in, you play that game, and it all goes away because it's so fucking fun. Literally, I never got mad when playing this game. Literally, everything is just so fun and just so. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a game more than this, seriously. Even the old Ratchet games, like, man, this game is just certainly something else. Like, play it, like, come on, okay. The price is extremely intimidating, but it's worth it. It's literally a new level of video game enjoyment you can get out of Doom Eternal. Oh my God. Let's talk about the other stuff then, because I already covered the best part of the game. The story is alright. It's not the best story ever written, but it's not insulting. It's just a decent story, you know. I liked finding out about all the like the Sentinels or the frickin' Hell or Earth and the Ark and the Slayer and all these people. It was pretty cool finding out about them, but yeah, the gameplay is what really makes this game stand out. Oh, yeah, and the visuals obviously super good. The visuals are like also outstanding. Like they're super good. The environments and stuff are also so well designed for you to move around. The only the only location in the game where I get genuinely confused and as to where to go is the Fortress of Doom. I just don't know where the hell anything is. I think the Fortress of Doom should have been changed because I do not know where anything is. Literally, I have to look at the map every half a second. Oh yeah, and the soundtrack from Mick Gordon. Jeez, I never been into metal, but yeah, this game has some real bangers. Gotta say, boom, going right there. And the very last game that we have for this tier list is Marvel Spider-Man. Once again, Super, super good game. I don't know how the hell these three ended up at the very end. I guess, I don't know, something happened, but I don't know. But Marvel Spider-Man is a super good game. The story is really cool. The gameplay is super fun. Like the combat and the web swinging, especially the web swinging, it's just so fun to swing around the city and finding bad guys and beating them up, and yeah, it's awesome. And then you get Spider-Man being the funny uh Spider-Man, basically. Spider-Man just being Spider-Man. Spider-Man was always one of my favorite superheroes, just because of his personality. Is very happy, very witty, very funny, very like relaxed, and overall just a chill guy, you know. Man, it's a very good game as well. Going into SSS tier as well. Like literally, I don't know how these three ended up here, but seriously, Marvel Spider-Man, you should play it. I did not play it where I when I had the chance for several reasons, but then I decided to play it uh, after some time, and boy, I enjoyed it. So, guess that's the tier list. Sorry if my speaking skills were like horrible. The E tier is completely empty for some reason. I don't know why. Well, because it's E for empty. Yeah, that's what it is. Uh, yeah, but if my speaking skills are ass in this video, then I'm really sorry. I'm trying to improve at speaking, and I think doing these tier lists or just overall talking videos will help me do that. So hope you guys can try not kill me that hard over my opinions, because yeah, you're probably gonna fuck me up for putting Minecraft in B. Like shit, I can already hear them coming at my door. Oh shit, I gotta go. Oh my god, no, 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 please.